Right, welcome and good day. I think I'll take the first question if you don't mind.
So, Father, can you tell us something about discernment for singles seeking marriage?
Discernment for singles seeking marriage. Very streamlined type of a question. What I would suggest is, first of all, what is discernment? Discernment is not a choice. It's not making a choice. It's not asking, is this gentleman suited for me or not? That is not discernment. Discernment is asking, what do I see in this person that attracts me towards that person, which will make me a total person and make him also a total person. But all again, for society, for the benefit of society, and for the good of, I can't say good of God, doesn't sound good, but in keeping with what God wants from me. So that is discernment. I'm sure you didn't expect this answer. So discernment is not making a choice one way or the other. Discernment is simply saying, is this gentleman, going to in any way benefit by getting married to me? Am I also going to benefit if I get married to her? Now these look like selfish motives, but will our union, our coming together, help both of us together? If it's individually, I would say no. That is being selfish. Together, are both going to benefit from it? And is that benefit that I am getting going to help society? Because marriage is a social contract. The church may say what it wants. It is a social contract. My marriage should benefit society. It's not only for the two of us. And when I say society, I mean the church. Otherwise, what happens? If they are at loggerheads, then the church benefits financially because you apply for endowment. So you see, I have to be very clear about that. Is my choice to better the other? Not so much myself, for the betterment of the other? Then I say yes. So that is discernment. Will the church, not the four walls, but the people in the church, society, will society benefit from me getting married to this individual? Then, yes, I'm making a correct choice. So it's not a selfish thing. So I need to look at it in the eyes of society, in the eyes of God. Do I think this is a choice that has been sent to me by God? Be very careful. Because at this stage of your life, you say your age is catching on yourself. So what happens is, I'm trying to grab at the last straw again. To say, so-and-so has come my way, I'm sure this is a God-sent individual. God has sent this person to me. Please don't involve God in it. Use your power of reasoning. I need to sit down and say, was this a coincidence? I happened to go to the supermarket and this individual turned up. Or I was invited to that party and that person was also invited. Maybe the person who invited us had an ulterior motive. I don't know. I use the word ulterior. So don't say it was God sent. I begin, or I tend to look at everything that is happening as God sent. Why? Because I want an answer. Can I add something else here? At this juncture, be very careful not to be in a haste. Don't be in a haste. I know age is catching on, but what I'm going to say next, it's much better that I remain a spinster or a bachelor than get married to a wrong person and suffer for the rest of my life. Unfortunately for us here in the East, remaining single is not accepted too well. People keep probing why and how and how. Okay, society does not leave us at peace. But you look in the Western world, many people say, if I don't find somebody who's compatible with me, I'm happy to remain a spinster, or I'm happy to remain a bachelor. I think that is something which is important. So don't be in a haste. Yeah? What was your second one?
It's very much closer to what you answered just now. But so the second question that I wanted to ask was how to wait upon the right person, especially as you said, when you have a lot of society pressure, family pressure, and when you see your friends around you, basically peer pressure. And so you tend to get desperate and you go get involved with the wrong person. So how to be patient during that phase?
See, there are pressures in every field of life. Every field of life has pressures. We are being pressurized. And this is where I think maturity counts very much. You said age is catching on. At the same time, maturity should catch on. And I should be able to say, people are asking me all sorts of questions. People are giving dirty glances at me. People are doing all sorts. Forget that. That should not affect me. Marriage is my personal choice. Should I repeat that?
Please.
Marriage is my personal choice. Not my family, not my counselor, not my parish priest, not my bestest of friends. It is my personal choice. Now, I have the freedom to approach somebody and ask, I wouldn't say I'm dating so and so, but I'm getting to know somebody. And these are the things that I see in so and so. What do you suggest I should do, or how do you suggest I should go? Now, this is a very rare commodity, to find somebody you can trust. Okay? Now, in your case, what will happen is, if I'm a spinster, I look for another spinster who's in the same predicament as me, thinking that she would be able to give me the right advice. Or if I'm a bachelor, I would go to another bachelor. Why? Because I think by asking a question of this sort from someone else, there is what we call a shame aspect involved. I feel shy, I feel ashamed, so I ask people who I think are going through the same thing. And they cannot help me because they are dealing with the same problem. So go to somebody who you think is mature, who can turn around and tell you straight to your face, you're behaving like an ass. Blunt. If somebody's going to tell you, sweetheart, this is what you need to do. There's trying to sugarcoat the whole thing, you're not getting the truth. So I need to try and find out. Now, what are the things I would look at in someone else? The first thing I would look at is truthfulness. St. Ignatius of Loyola has got something it's called Rules for the Discernment of Spirits. We spoke about discernment, and he said, discernment of spirits, asking the question, which is the force that is forcing me to make the choice? God, the devil, or my ego? So that is, then he's got a rule called 326:13, which says, false lover. And what does false lover mean? Simply means, is the person I am going out with holding back certain things? And repeat, is he holding back certain things? Or is he not being truthful enough? Now, what could he be holding back? He could be holding back millions of things. Addictions, there can be thousands of addictions. We only think about drug and alcohol and smoking. There are many other addictions. Sex is an addiction. Okay, gossiping is an addiction. Lot of things that are there. am I someone who over criticizes, etc.? Is he someone who's always fault finding? So I need to check on that. I need to check, you can't ask somebody, but who are his friends? Does he share openly with me who are the people he hangs out with? Once you know somebody's friend, this was an old saying, I haven't heard it in modern days. Tell me who your friends are, and I will tell you who you are. Today you don't hear this saying, but it's very true. If I know your friends, I can more or less say, you belong to this category of people. So, if a person is very secretive, then I would say try and stop it as early as possible. Unless he himself divulges. He says, I have this, I have that, I have that. If the person is open enough, then good. Right? Good. No.
No.
If it's too open, it's also no good. Because if you tell him something about yourself, he may be spitting it out somewhere else. So you see, it's a touch and go. I cannot open up everything, but I need to open up certain things which I think are going to be of paramount importance when we get together. If our family is going to succeed, then I need to be able to say yes.
You said that if the guy is open and frank enough to tell his flaws, okay, fine, I agree that okay, he's open, he's frank, means he's good, and we just understood, no, it's not. But what if he's telling all his flaws, and now I have to think whether this person is right because he's telling he's alcoholic, he's telling he has this addiction, he has done this in the past. So knowing all that he opened up and he's been so open to me, and now I'm deciding, no, Baba, you are not right for me because you have done so many things in the past and you are currently doing all these things. Though you're open to me, good, but sorry, I'm not praying for such a person. Can I say that?
Sure.
It would be a selfish act.
Can you say it's your choice? Don't come and ask me, I'm not going to say yes or no. It is your choice. Are you willing to live with a person who has got so many defects?
But he's open, he's telling.
He's open, yes, he's told you openly. God only knows how many other people he has said that openly.
Then such a person, for the next attempt when he goes to another girl, won't he have setbacks and he won't open up, then he will lie?
No, you don't have to tell him, I have decided to call it, say no because you have too many defects. No.
Okay.
I simply have to say, spend some time with you and I feel you're not the person suited for me.
Okay.
Don't judge somebody and give him the judgment.
Okay.
You judge for yourself. If you want, as I said, share it with somebody else and say there are problems like this. Okay, I'll give you a very simple example. Somebody got in touch with someone online. Okay, and after maybe 4 or 5 months, the person was, putting it out, didn't want to meet the person physically. Finally, after a lot of pressurizing, the person said, I want to tell you I have a prostate leg. I have an artificial foot. So I'm going to tell you very straight before we meet each other. So this person was convinced that the person was a truthful person, was telling me the truth. So it's a good thing. Okay? And the person was straight enough, said, I walk on flat ground, no one can realize that I am limping slightly. It's only when I'm climbing or when I'm descending. Then it's pretty obvious. But it does not in any way hamper my movement. Okay? Fine. The person went all the way to meet the gentleman. Okay? And before going, she came and asked me, are there any questions you would want me to deal with? I said, yeah. Since he's living only with his mother, ask whether you could visit his mother. Just to say, we are beginning a relationship. Do you have anything? He was absolutely not willing to take this young lady to his mother. But then on insistence, he finally said yes. And he went home. She discovered that he never took any decision. Every decision was taken by the mother. Mother had lost her husband many years ago, so she had brought up this child. And now the child was totally subject to the mother. So if you're getting married, okay, even if you're going to live separately, if the mother is constantly going to tell you what to do and what not to do, you're not going to be able to build something. Looking at your faces, you seem to be a little shaken up. Sure, the choice is yours, not mine. I'm going to tell you what she decided to do. No. What would you do? So you've got food for thought. What would you have done if you had to face a situation like this? Okay, thank you very much.